The basic issue was formulated quite clearly by Thomas Jefferson. It was before the Industrial Revolution had really taken roots in the former colonies. In his later years, Jefferson lived till I think 1826, and towards the end of his life, he was observing what was happening, and he had rather serious concerns about the fate of the democratic experiment, for which he was the leading intellectual spokesman and major Enlightenment figure. He feared that the rise of a new form of absolutism, which he considered as being more ominous than the form of absolutism that the American Revolution 50 years earlier had overthrown. And in writing about this in his last years, he distinguished between what he called aristocrats and democrats. Aristocrats, he said, are those who fear and distrust the people and wish to draw all powers from them into the hands of the higher classes, in particular moneyed banking institutions and moneyed in corporations, what we would nowadays call corporations. That was just on the future, and he warned specifically against that. So that's the aristocrats. The Democrats, in contrast, in his words, identify with the people, have confidence in them, cherish and consider them as the honest and safe depository of the public interest, even if not only the most wise, always the most wise. Well, the aristocrats of his day were the advocates of the rising capitalist state, and he recognized the perfectly obvious contradiction between democracy and capitalism, and it just increased as corporate structures were granted increasing powers, primarily early in this century, not by democratic procedures, but by courts and lawyers, who turned these banking institutions and moneyed-in corporations, of which Jefferson warned, into immortal persons with powers and rights beyond the worst nightmares of pre-capitalist thinkers like Adam Smith or Thomas Jefferson.